A levitating orb of flesh, one massive central eye that shuts down magic, 10 eye stalks, each capable of firing a unique magical ray. This is the Beholder, one of the most feared and iconic monsters in Dungeons & Dragons. Unlike dragons or giants, it doesn't come from myth, it was entirely created for Dungeons & Dragons, and in the decades since, it's become a symbol of the game itself. Let's break down its origins, ecology, appearance, stats, and things you may not know about this nightmare with too many eyes.
Why does it have so many eyes?
Origins. The Beholder was introduced in 1975's Greyhawk supplement. It was originally conceived by Terry Kuntz and then developed by Gary Gygax. From the very beginning, it stood out as a uniquely alien, an intelligent, paranoid monster that didn't rely on any existing folklore. Its place as one of Dungeons & Dragons' signature creatures have been secure ever since. Ecology and behavior. Beholders don't reproduce normally, instead their dreams warp reality, spawning new beholders and bizarre kin. This explains their endless mutations and variants. They are intensely xenophobic. Every beholder believes itself to be the one perfect specimen and considers all others, even other beholders, to be hideous abominations.
I am a golden god!
They rarely tolerate their own kind, and encounters between them almost always ends in violence. Their layers reflect their paranoia: vertical shaft to take advantage of flight, narrow passages to funnel intruders, anti-magic traps, and hordes of enslaved creatures force them to serve them. A beholder doesn't just live in a lair, it engineers one as a weapon.
What the hell is this?
Appearance and variance. The standard beholder is instantly recognizable, a hovering sphere of flesh with a gaping maw, a central eye, and 10 riding eye stalks.
It's beautiful!
But many variants exist, each spawned by their reality-bending dreams. Spectators, lesser guardians that can be summoned to watch over treasures. Then we have Gauths, their smaller, hungrier cousins. Then you have Tyrants, undead beholders whose skulls continue firing as necrotic energy. Hive Mothers, titanic versions that dominate other beholders with psychic might. Over the editions, these offshoots expanded into a whole family of aberrations, making beholders a category of monster rather than a single species. Stats through the editions. Mechanically, beholders have always revolved around two features: their central anti-magic eye and the deadly rays.
With the death ray ours, we can conquer and rule the world.
In first edition, there were around 45 hit points, with eye stalks firing specific powers like disintegration, charm, telekinesis, and death. Second edition expanded into their lore, introduced beholder kin, and highlighting their hatred of each other.
I hate cursive and I hate all of you!
Third edition streamlined the rays as spell-like abilities and classified the anti-magic cone mechanics. In 5th edition, they are a challenge rating of 13. They have 180 hit points, an armor class of 18, a 20-foot hover speed. Their central eye projects a 150-foot anti-magic cone, which suppresses spells, magic items, and other magical effects within its area. Each turn, a beholder fires 3 random eye powers. These include Charm, Fear, Paralyze, Necrotic Damage, Telekinesis, Petrification, Disintegration, and even Instant Death Ray.
From the silliness of the Shrink Ray to the devastation of the Death Ray.
Their randomness makes them unpredictable. The battlefield can swing from stable to disastrous in seconds. DM tips. Beholders are not random encounters, they are events. Their layers should challenge players on multiple levels. Anti-magic zones to disrupt tactics, vertical spaces to limit melee, and minions to divide attention. They are also excellent for roleplay. Beholders are arrogant, paranoid, and convinced of their superiority. A good beholder encounter combines both mechanical danger, psychological tension, as it mocks, threatens, and disrupts the adventurers while trying to annihilate them. Obscure trivia. The first beholder was sketched on graph paper in the 1970s, and its design stayed surprisingly consistent ever since. Their dreams don't just create new beholders, they create entire subspecies. Forgotten Realms features Xanatar, a beholder crime lord who controls much of Waterdeep's underworld. When they die, their hatred can persist, reanimating them as dead tyrants. Early miniatures of beholders were notoriously goofy looking, more than toy balls with sticks than monsters of cosmic terror. The beholder is more than a monster, it's a symbol that makes Dungeons & Dragons unique. Creatures born from imagination, not borrowed from myth, defined by paranoia, empowered by devastating abilities, and unforgettable in design. The beholder remains as one of the greatest threats in the game. When you see the massive eye staring at you across the battlefield, there's only one certainty: you're in the fight for your life.